morning or afternoon or whatever, yeah, wherever you're tuning in from today. Get yourself comfortable and cozy. And start to chat with us in the box. Hello, and what I want to hear is, hi everyone, hi Rhonda. What I want to hear is, what are you celebrating today? Bring your blessings. What are you celebrating? What are you grateful for? What has shifted in your life in the past 3-4 days since we started the retreat? What has shifted in your life from just being here and giving yourself this support? So just going to take a couple more minutes to invite everyone to hop on, get yourself comfortable, cozy, and chat with us. Welcome yourself, welcome all parts of you, and what are you celebrating today? And I know a bunch of people just told me that they're going to be tuning in, so we're just going to wait for that to happen. All right, let me pull up something in the PowerPoint. And then this is it. Feel to create. That should work. So welcome, get comfortable, get cozy. This is day 4 of the Feel It to Free It. Retreat. I don't know where this came from. So no worries, you can let the jitters of everything go away around. We're not going to dance today, but you're welcome to always move and dance. So just come and let's settle in. Welcome to day 4 of your Feel It to Feel It. Feel It to Free It retreat. So wherever you're at, begin to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So if anything feels good to make any, so the first way that we always start with our meditations is just any kind of movement and breath. So we're not going to go out into a full-blown dance, but you're more than welcome to. And so you can really lift the prayer up with your inhale and pull in. Take a couple more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull it in. Yes, and then just let your body, without thinking, just let your body move in any way. Start to breathe and sense and feel. This is your time to be 100% supported. So supported to be who you are. Supported to feel however you feel, whatever is arising. So I love that Naya is really shaking, because one of the things that our nervous system loves and resets it pretty quick is to shake. So welcome everyone. Welcome this Somatic Soul Tribe to day 4 of Feel It to Free It, the 5-day virtual somatic retreat. My name is Dana Regan, for those of you that don't know me, and I am a somatic life coach, and I help people just like you rewire your nervous system for freedom. So take a deep breath in, and welcome all parts of yourself. This week, lots has happened. Lots of shifts have happened. So I want you to take a minute to chat in the box and welcome. Welcome to day 4. Welcome yourself to this moment. Welcome yourself to this brand new moment, this brand new day that has never happened before. January 11th, 2018, 12:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And pause. Turn the mind chatter down. Whatever has happened this week, whatever has been revealed to you, it's all in service of your highest good. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let go. Whatever might be in the way of you being fully present here today, right now, so that you can receive the support that invites you to thrive and nourish and flourish. Whatever might be in the way of you getting to be here right now, could be an inner critic, could be the part of you that's like, go clean your room, go do the dishes, to-do list, that. Take a deep breath in and let all of that go. Turn your attention back on to you. So as a person in the world, we are in relationship, we are exchanging energy all day long. Particularly in the world that we live in now, which is so virtually connected, and I 100% love it, and it's a lot of output. So one of the things that we want to focus on is rebalancing ourselves through getting support, which we call in somatic coaching oscillating back in. It's like, oh, I get to lean back. Oh, I get to be held. Instead of I'm always giving. So we want to really tune into that ratio of, am I giving 70% and receiving 30%? And we want to balance them out because we're householders. We're not monks sitting in a cave, giving ourselves all the attention. Although you guys are on a retreat, you ladies are on a retreat. Do you know how nourishing a retreat is for your nervous system? Because just the word alone of, oh, I get to retreat, invites a visceral, oh, I get to be supported. Raise your hand or chat in the box if you've felt that this week. Has the support of this retreat, the support of this circle, the support of this community and the teachings, has it uplifted you, inspired you? What has shifted in your life this week? You can chat to us, you can talk to us, or you can let this percolate in your system today. But what shifts in your life when you feel supported? Let me see the chats. Oh, there they are. I'm like, where are they? I'm celebrating for the shifting in my life. I'm so much more loving to myself. I'm starting to feel my body. I have walked around for so long being numb. Let me get my water toast, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda, for sharing that. Water toast, coffee toast, tea toast. That's huge. And I want you to really stay connected, Rhonda, to your, that's the point of all of this is, can I stay in my body and can I feel instead of disconnecting, escaping? And we get really addicted in this culture. We're really addicted to thinking. And we're also really addicted to giving and consuming unconsciously. So one of the things that I love about the work that I offer and about bringing women together in sisterhood and community on retreat is because it's a full-blown, massive opportunity for you to be supported. And when you're supported, chat in the box, what becomes available to you? What shifts in your life? What's possible? Well, let's see what people are saying. Kaylee says most definitely. Yes, don't want it to end. I feel so much more peaceful and optimistic. Oh, yay, Heather. Deep relaxation allows me to be more creative. Huge. This is huge. We are inundated in the culture of the West, which is a top-down culture, which is why the work that we're doing this week and why the work that I offer as a somatic soul coach is we're coming from a bottom-up approach. And that bottom-up approach really gets us out of our head and into our body. And look, women, tribe, community, look at the shifts that have happened in just 3 days. Today is number 4. When I say just 3 days, I'm talking 3 days, and it's been a total, we're in a portal together we're kind of linked forever until our spirits kind of do their thing. But, I've designed this retreat so that for 5 days, you're receiving that support. And hopefully that you're continuing to implement that into your life. And so if this is what has shifted, I just want you to kind of wake up to this a little bit, because this is huge. If this is what has shifted in 3 hours, when you really break it down into hours, it's 3 hours that we've had retreat. Today will be our 4th hour. Like, what would shift if this now support and retreat doesn't become a thing that you postpone and do, but it becomes part of your lifestyle? And that's really what we're talking, that's really what the point of me offering this to you. And I've been leading retreats and coaching for 8 years. And so I have a full-time coaching practice. I have retreats, international retreats that I lead in Costa Rica. And this is just a flavor and a taste of it, and already looking at these potent shifts. So as I continue to read these chats, feel free to keep this dialogue fresh and alive today. I am more open to others. Amen. So I'm right on this journey with you. I'm feeling radical shifts myself. And in some way, I'm not totally receiving the support. I'm leading the support, but it's mutual and the reciprocity is there. And I was on the beach this morning, finally on day 11 in Miami. I've been here for 11 days, and the sun finally chose to come out. And I'm not complaining, but at the end of the day, I came to Miami because it's warm and it's been raining the whole time. Oh, thank you, Naya. I love you, and I'm here to support you too. I feel the support. I really feel the sisterhood. But so I finally got to go in the ocean and feel the sun. And who here loves the ocean and the sun and the sand and the warmth? Give me a hands up. Give me a yes. Yay, ocean and sun. Yes. Kalia just moved to San Diego. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, for sure. Okay. So sun lovers, ocean lovers, do you know that feeling of when you've been sort of cold and frozen and contracted and you finally arrive on the ocean and you finally expand into like probably the deepest exhale and inhale, and like that's for me that moment, like nothing else matters. Like I'm just, and it can happen every day. Like I'm good with that. And it sends a response to our nervous system. Like, and let me know if you're like, yeah, I know that feeling. It sends a response to our nervous system that it's okay. It's safe to let go. Can we relate? Resonate? Oh, it feels so good, which is why I lead retreats in Costa Rica and I chase the sun. And you're welcome to join. Water and sun are my peaceful place. Yes. So today we're going to weave together these next 2 days. Tomorrow we're going to have our final day of retreat, which is going to be really sweet. We're going to have a virtual fire ceremony. And that's going to be fun. But today is really a weaving day, a support day, a landing day, a what's integrating for you. Talk to me, chat to me. Each of you have shown up. And there's two things that are, I 100%, they're a key to living a successful life. And when I talk about living a successful life, everyone has a different definition of that. My definition of a successful life is health. How healthy do I feel? How vital do I feel? And then from there, we can do I can keep supporting people. I can offer my love and my heart and intimate relationship. But if I'm drained, right, this is what we've been talking about all week. If I'm emotionally constipated, that's what we talked about yesterday. So side note on yesterday, replay is coming to you. My assistant and my team are helping me figure out, the tech went wacky as shit last night. And I was like so tired trying to figure it out. And this is why I have an assistant and help. And so point being is you're going to get yesterday's replay at some point in your inbox. Real connection is my forte, not tech connection, but I've been doing this is like me on a totally different technological up level. So little caveat for you. So there's two things to having a successful life. Write it down. And then also journal about it, deconstruct it, really think about it. A is, yeah, Dana, you go. Thanks, Kalia. The two things to having a successful life. I'm like, wait, what are the two things to having a successful life? Oh, right. So the two things are, one is getting support, being supported. So one soul work that I want you to write down and share, take a picture, email me, message me, come in the Facebook group. I want to grow that space to continue keeping this retreat alive in your daily life, because we're moving from, oh, I only show up for 30 minutes on my yoga mat a day and that's my time for me. Fuck that. I want this to become a lifestyle. So I want you to write down, not now, but this is your soul work and we'll send it in the worksheet. Who is on your support team? Who, what, where, right? So I would write support, make a list or beautify it, make a vision board, but really tune into what is supporting you, who is supporting you, how do you feel supported, where do you feel best supported? And then tune into the somatic, energetic shift that happens when you allow, keyword, allow yourself to be supported. Okay? So we all know that support, like you have to support your system in thriving. Right? So if you are walking around emotionally constipated, you're not supporting your system in thriving. So then you need to do something about it. And that's do something is sometimes is as practical as literally taking that energetic shit, or a real one. And if you don't know, the context for what I'm talking about right now, and you're like, what is she talking about? This girl comes on, she talks about shit and fuck and whatever. Go watch the replays. But then you're not nourishing yourself, and something has to change. So give me a hand, give me a water toast. Who is into or committed to writing down? And I want you to put on this support team. Yay. Me too. And it changes all the time. Like I do this exercise for myself. I mean, I'm right on this journey with you. So who's on your team? So one of the things that I also love to invite is, why I lead retreats is because retreats are really, really nourishing for me. I love leading them and I love taking them. I love hosting them and being in the space of the power that I wrote an article on it once, but it's the healing power of retreats. Traditionally, yogis carve out time for them to take retreats. If you are in the business of relationships as an entrepreneur, as a service provider in some way, or just living in the craziness of the United States, put it that way, you literally need to figure out how to support yourself and how to budget for a retreat, because it's going to be, oh, Naya, I don't know how you're sharing with me. Do you guys see me? How am I sharing Naya's screen? Hey, Naya, can you stop the share on your screen? Because I don't know how to do that. Can you guys see me? Okay. Share screen. This will stop others screen sharing. Continue. Okay, do you see this? What is going on? Okay. Figure it out. Tech is not my forte, but real connection is. Okay, yay. So the two keys to having a successful life, and there's so many keys, but we're just kind of driving it home today. Support. Write it down. The thing that I love about the support team thing, and also why I think it's really great to make a vision board, is, one of the things that I put on my vision board, because I love retreats, I value this work, like I'm right there with you, is on my vision board, I'll go through and I'll put down, I'll be like, okay, if time and resources and money were no object, what retreats would I take this year? Literally on my vision board, it's like I have the therapist I want to hire, the coach I want to hire, the women that inspire me, the men that inspire me. And that it's building out who's in your literal support team right now, but also what are you calling in that support team? Does that make sense? So one thing is that I'm on your team. And I really do hope that you feel that, because that's very sincere from me. At the end of the day, yes, I do this for a living, and yes, it's an investment, and my investment is in you living your life fully. My investment is in you thriving. My investment is in you getting the support that you specifically need to flourish. And some of the results of when I've, the thing that has shifted my life is investing in high level support, and that's where this work of coaching, and there's a lot of coaches on this call as well, and healers and entrepreneurs, but the times in my life that everything has shifted radically and has collapsed the timeline. So one of the things I always say to my clients is, and I'm saying this to you, is you can do all of this work alone. I mean, you can do all this work with yourself, right? And for yourself. And there's tons of ways to access these currents and channels, but I don't encourage you to. I'm encouraging you to step into support and sisterhood and sacred circles, and then on a daily basis, supporting yourself. Simply, like, one of the things that I just tell my clients is when people are going out, this is actually a really good, good somatic strategy that ears up for this. But when you're going into like panic mode, stress mode, freak out mode, your next thought isn't, oh, I just need to get to Costa Rica because this will be so much better, right? Your next thought when you're having panic or anxiety or whatever is happening in your emotional body, your first thing that you need to do is breathe. Okay? So in somatic coaching, we call that, and in Feel It to Free It, this retreat, I think we've learned this a lot. Water Toast, give me a nod, thumbs up. Your breath is your first support. Okay, your breath is your first support. Your breath is free, your breath is right here, and you have the ability and the control to turn up the volume on your breath and to turn your attention back onto your breath. And the minute that we do that, we support, like your breath is your support. That needs to be on that paper that you're writing down. That's your vital lifeline. The next thing you do, you don't think, right? I'm telling you to go down, not down like backwards, down like to your feet. The next thing you do is, okay, I just took a breath. Second thing is, I feel my feet on the floor. So like right now, feel your feet on the floor. For all my deep feelers, for all my people that have got panic and anxiety going on in life, or overwhelm or confusion, we're doing it right now. Take a deep breath. Exhale it down to your feet. Now put your mind and your breath in your feet. Imagine your feet are taking the inhale and then your feet are dropping down into the earth toward the exhale. And you can even say to yourself, I am taking a breath, I am breathing, and I am feeling my feet on the floor. Soften your face, soften your jaw, soften the space between your eyebrows. Take one more breath in and ride out that exhale. Gently open your eyes if they're closed. And I want you to chat in the box or notice, did anything shift? Like, that is my number one easy, simple somatic strategy. Is the thing that we forget is that we can resource our own support. Okay? So you're not alone. Your breath is your friend. Let's see what's happening here. See you tomorrow. Bye, sisters. Bye, Naya. Okay. Sisterhood and sacred circles are powerful, so needed. It helps me feel connected to now. I love that, Rhonda. Yes. I landed here fully. Yeah, I'm just letting that somatically drop into myself, because one of my intentions and one of the ways that I love to support people is to what becomes available when you're fully present in every moment of your life. Think about how much of our life we really haven't been present. And a lot of that, right? Like, we thank and honor and respect the intelligence of our nervous system. So there are lots of reasons why we haven't been present. And that's okay. You understand? We honor the past. So yeah, like when trauma was happening and is happening in my life at times, whether it's physical, emotional, sexual, whatever the trauma is, right? It's stored in the body, and our nervous system is very intelligent. And so it has switches that say, don't be here now. It's too painful to feel it. And that's the good news. Okay. We don't want to actually be, we can do the work afterwards. We can do the work now to recover, to repair, to remedy, to heal. But we respect that in the moment we flew out of our body to actually survive. So the first thing is your breath, and then your feet. And the thing that's pervasive and we're really underlying in this Dharma talk today, if you will, Dharma is what's being revealed by the goddess, is that your nervous system is intelligent. There's a difference between consciously rewiring your nervous system, which is the work that we do in somatic coaching, and the work that we're doing this week. And we're just scratching a few hours of that surface. And we're making radical shifts just in that short amount of time. But your nervous system is intelligent. It is constantly saying, this is safe, this is not safe, this is safe, this is not safe. And we are either listening to it or we're not. So we respect that our nervous system and our breath is keeping you alive. So at the end of the day, life wants to thrive. Life wants to thrive. So I have many plants here, which is really nice. Who loves plants and sunshine? Me too. So what would happen if you didn't water a plant? It would die. Okay. The water for the plant is the support that the plant needs to thrive. Okay? You are a plant. You're more like a forest. You're more like a wild jungle. You are a volcano. You're the ocean. Oh, hi, is that a cat? Oh my God. Oh my God, right, support animals. Oh my God, I would feel so much better in life if I had a support animal. Time to get one. So you are a plant. So when you're doing this practice, you need to ask yourself, what vital nutrients, what support do I need to grow? And that is very different and specific for everybody. And it evolves on a daily basis. Because the thing that I want to drive home to you today, and I want you to remind you of, oh, the chats are coming in. I'm a jungle too. The thing that I want, here we go. The thing that I want you to take home today, and the thing that I want to remind you of, and the key to having a successful life is lots of keys, but today we're focusing on support and nourishment. If you're not nourished, what happens? Just chat in the box. What are some of the feelings that happen? Like, just think about yourself when you're totally drained, when you're not nourished. What's your reality? What's going on? How's sex life? How's love life? How's the intimacy? How's the emotional constipation? How's your mental patterns? What are your behaviors like when you're drained? I get stuck, drowsiness, depression. Yeah. Things get very foggy. Yeah, I can relate to all of it. And often we get drained when we're out of balance with not supporting ourselves and supporting others. Does that make sense? I had a coaching client yesterday, and I was coaching her on her intimate partnership with her fiance. And it's like, in partnership, it's a whole other dynamic, right? But we're in partnership with ourselves. And that's the thing that we're constantly watering and nurturing and thriving, because then we are humans that we want connection. We desire that. So we want to be available to our lives. That is the whole point of Feel It to Free It. Like, what emotional shit do you need to take? What mental stuff do you need to declutter out of your mind? What is taking up real estate in your body that we can deconstruct, bulldoze, burn to the fucking fire, so that you are embodied in the fullness of not just yourself, but your highest self, your highest good. Like, now I want us to, anyway, the dynamics of the thing was this: she was taking on all his shit. Like, it's like she's pulling his weight in the relationship. And we've all been there. And there are moments in the intimate relationship dance where, I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up to this situation. I'm going to show up in more of my masculine or more of my feminine, whatever needs to happen in the play of that relationship. But you most certainly know when you're giving way too much and not being supported, and your body knows it. And the thing that it creates is dis-ease and disharmony. I always tell mothers, like, you more than anyone should hire me. You more than anyone need to take a retreat, even if it's for this hour. Like, you more than anyone need me time. And we are mothering ourselves, even if that's not the metaphor of having a child, right? And I don't have children. And we all need a support team. So write down who's your support team. Unfulfillment. So who wants to feel, raise your hand if you want to feel unfulfilled, unhealthy, sad, hateful, judgmental, impatient, short-tempered, stuck, foggy, dozy, depressed. This is a motherfucking jungle. Who wants to feel that way? Who's ready to be liberated from feeling that way? Yes. Oh, let's ring the bell. Ringing my bell, ringing my bell, liberation, yes. So I designed a company 5 years ago. I've been coaching for 8, but I designed my company 5 years ago, and it's called Liberate. And I'm an inspired Buddhist. Annie and I went to a Buddhist inspired university together, studied a lot of yoga and tantra and all of that. And at the end of the day, those philosophies, this is like, I'm going to enhance the shit out of your life right now. Write it down, because I'm just done with PowerPoints. Like, the whole tech system here is like funny. You are either nourishing yourself or draining yourself. You are either, I'm gonna like break it down real simple today, folks, because I want, you know what, you want to know why I talk about things in the simple layman's term, like it's either this or that, because the truth is fucking simple. And the mind and the patriarchy invites us to complicate it. He's like, but why? Fuck why? What do you mean? This is where I feel good. That's what I'm doing. So you're either nourishing yourself or you're draining yourself. In my Liberate formula, my signature Liberate formula is this. Write this down. I'll send it in the worksheet tonight because I want you to have this. This is what I ask myself. Like I said, I'm right on the path with you. I ask myself this every day, every choice that I make. I pause, I listen, I implement, I breathe, I feel my feet on the floor. I do the exact same things you do. I ask myself, is this choice life enhancing? Or, so let's get that down. Is this choice life enhancing? Give me a thumbs up when you wrote it down or a head nod. All right. Or maha, maha, maha. I'm going to ring a gong right now. Or is this choice life draining? Heather, I love these head movements. What's going on? I love it. Unmute yourself or chat me because I want to know what's going on. I want to be privy to this liberation. So I'm talking to a dog. Oh, great. Cheers. I created Liberate, my company, my somatic life coaching company, because it was as simple as that. I am either interested in every step of the way, cultivating my own liberation. I'm either interested in cultivating my own freedom, or I'm not. It's like I'm either interested in cultivating my own freedom, or I'm interested in cultivating my own suffering. Let's break it down real simple. I live in the United States, I live in the United States-ish. I also live in Costa Rica part-time. So, yeah, wow, hello, like light bulb switch, breakthrough, exactly. Yes, exactly. And so that's why I created the company. I was like, I'm going to call it Liberate, because listen up, people. We go local to impact global. Right? So if you're at war with yourself, if you're not loving yourself, you're at war with yourself. That's another simple thing. Oh, cool. And it can also be an acceptance piece. Like, wow, how interesting. I've been on a journey. Hello, I'm a somatic leader. I've been on a journey of embodiment. And I'm a woman. And I grew up in the States. And I grew up with a lot of messages in my childhood that told me that, we can all relate, but it told me a lot of shit. And I love my mother dearly, but we all have our teachers, and I have very unconscious, but fucking wouldn't trade them for the world parents. And it was a lot of body image disrespect that I got essentially from them. And I internalized that. So that resulted in me, in a lot of ways, never loving my body. And when I chose this journey, I would say this journey of embodiment, this journey of somatic tantra, my whole life and your whole life, it's designed for you. So even the pain is designed for you to turn that pain, compost that pain and turn it into wisdom. Everything that has happened in your life, good, bad, right, wrong, every single thing, every message, every, shitty breakup, every trauma, everything that has happened in your life has happened to help you wake up to your highest good. So trauma, pain, challenge in life is our teacher. And we can either be victim to it, or we can take responsibility. This work is courageous. A warrior and someone who is courageous, like each of you who are here or listening or tuning in for the replay, you are what would be like, I've been trying to figure out, what's the feminine part, like, how would you say warrior in a feminine way? Is that goddess or warrioress or princess? I don't know, but chat, hallelujah, the truth. Yeah. So the end of the day is that I internalize those messages, and on a very neuroscience level, I carry my weight. I mean, I'm a voluptuous woman, but I carry my weight in my belly. And when you look at the science of that, when you look at the science of your thoughts, your words, your feelings, and your actions, that completely manifests in the body. So if anyone does not believe in somatic psychology, I will I need to talk to you, because it's just ridiculous. Like, our psyche and our soma is together. So my whole life I'm internalizing messages, and listen up. What does that do with the chemicals? It gives you a cortisol dump. What does cortisol do? Right? It grows fat on your belly, or fat in your I'm still a warrior, masculine or not. Ooh, I love that. I'm a living example. I think warrior is feminine. Ooh, I love this. Okay, that helps me, because I really want to be sensitive and inclusive to making sure that we are feeling good about the words that we're using. Is that our words clearly affect the fat on your belly, and the messages and the thoughts and the things that you give to yourself. So somatic psychology and the work that I do is backed up by neuroscience. 90% or something, 70, 90, I don't know what it is exactly, but it's always changing. And I'm Pisces Cancer, so I feel very fluid. But like, a lot of our body is made of water. If you have any doubt, or you're that sort of skeptic, I will send you a ton of research on the neuroscience and the biology of beliefs. That your real brain is your second brain. Your second brain is your gut. I call that your first brain. You have 3 brains, but in somatic, we are tuning into our gut brain. Yeah, I do love research. Yeah, and it's great. I love research too. I spent $120,000 to learn that on a somatic psychology degree and a graduate degree, to get neuroscience to back up the fact that my direct lived nervous system is intelligent. No joke. I spent $120,000 to figure that out. And everything happens in your life to wake you up. That's why I created a somatic soul coaching school, because I was like, well, you can either spend $120,000 and become a somatic therapist, and that's beautiful, and that's a whole route that's amazing, and there's lots of intelligence, or you can come take somatic soul coach training, become a somatic life coach, collapse that timeline, and spend like very little to do that, and then go impact the world. Just saying. Shameless plug. Obviously, I'm a woman on a mission who believes in what I'm doing. The thing that I always say is this: you cannot quit your dharma. Okay? What does that mean? The thing that you are meant here to do on this planet, your life's purpose, all of the work that you have done this week has cleared out the cobwebs has cleared out the shit so you can tune in to your aliveness and your somatic cues of what makes me feel more alive, what lights me up. Do more. I'm giving you the formula to your freedom right here. Do more of that. Collect the data. Is it working? Is it not working? Do I need to tweak something? Do I need to change something? Do I want to add a different ingredient to my meal, to my flavors? Oh shit, wow, now I'm more awake and attuned to the thing that happened to me when I was 10. So let me support myself, call in tribe, call in community, call in help to help me resolve that so I can be free of that, so I can live more fully into my dharma. Your dharma is your life's purpose. It is your responsibility and nobody else's. It is your responsibility to live your purpose. And I coach people on this all day long. You know when you're living your purpose. And you know when you're not. Hello, pussy consciousness. Is that what you just said, Rhonda? Mm-hmm. Yep. Tune into your clit. If you're a woman, tune into your clit. It's got 8,000 nerve endings. Read the book Pussy by Mama Gina. Talk to us. We've got lots of references and support. But if she's not turned on, folks, she's turned off. Yay. Show us the book, Pussy. Show us the cover, Kalia. Can't see it. I can't. Oh, it's just, wait. Beautiful. We've got Pussy. Bring out the pussy, pussy, pussy. All right. Take a deep breath in because the God is channeled, and let's ring the bell. All right, what's alive for you? What's present? Chat in the box. Take a breath. I love you, pussy, pussy. Here's the thing. I want you to navigate from your pussy. That's a really beautiful, so when you're, okay, so your pussy is next level embodiment. And I don't want to kind of go on a whole thing about it, but here's the thing. When you can, liberation is this. Let's put it this way. I hope everyone tunes into this replay. I hope everyone tunes into yesterday's replay once I get it out to you, because that was so beautiful. All the declarations, the affirmations yesterday, the tears, the gestures. That was so fucking cool. That rocked my world. And I'm so glad we did that. And today I hope everyone tunes in because this is the time. Time is up. Time is up, folks. Hello, Oprah. Thank you. Thank you. You can start to navigate your life like this. I'm going to give you a clear example. This is how you somatically know if you're living your life's purpose. Does that turn me on? Or does that turn me off? I am a coach, as you know, and I coach all day long. I have a full one-on-one private practice. I run retreats. I do live webinars, blah, blah, blah. You name it, I'm in it. About every day, at some point, as an entrepreneur, I have developed an incredible muscle of resilience for entrepreneurship. And if you are on the path of, as a creative, a coach, an entrepreneur, or as we all are here on the path of tuning into our dharma, God bless you. And the thing that I want to tell you is, when you want to give up, don't stop. Because to go global, we have to start local. When you tune into your breath and feel your feet on the floor, you have impacted the world. You are part of the world. We are a tantra, we are a tapestry, we are connected. So if I'm over here at war with myself, I'm just perpetuating and affirming to the system and telling my friends that it's okay to be at war with yourself. But when you're a leader and you have an interest in making an impact this lifetime for the better, it is your duty to respect yourself. And it is your duty to keep going on your path. So my path is very alternative. I've never had a 9-to-5 job. Like at least, this is what I want to tell you, at least once a day, I want to quit. At least. Because it is courageous work. Because I sit and I listen and I help people liberate from their pain. That is not for the faint of heart. And I ask God every day, you got to help me. Because when I've tried to quit, Dharma will pull you right back. And that is I just got chills throughout my whole body. That is a deep, primal knowing that I cannot, and God and spirits and universe and my friends and community and sisterhood and clients, I cannot deny. And this message I'm giving to you, because whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that you're experiencing, whatever it is, it could be the most darkest depths of confusion or loss or whatever it is, I invite you to welcome it and keep going. Don't let your gremlin of fear, of doubt, of anxiety, of worry, of this, of that, of that, of this, of that. Don't let your gremlin drive the bus. Not anymore. You have worked way too hard and have gone through lifetimes to get to this moment. And if there's anything I want you to know about this moment, as Rhonda just said, you are where you're supposed to be. This is your path. That's a message. That's a reflection for all of us. So that's where that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Water toast, breath toast, feel your feet on the feet. Feel your feet on the floor toast. This is speaking to my soul, hitting home, baby. Yeah, totally. And you just moved, Kaelia, so be tender with yourself, right? If you are an embodied leader, which is my mission to help you be an embodied somatic leader. And when you're a leader, you take responsibility. When you take responsibility for your thoughts, your words, your feelings, your actions, when you take responsibility for, does this nourish me or does this not? When you wake up and say, I am going to support myself. I am going to surround myself with supportive people. And I'm going to take the leap in investing in myself. And that could mean lots of different things for different people. Just coming to this retreat, just coming onto this free virtual retreat, that might be, this is shifting people's lives. This is support, right? And everyone has a different support team. So one of the shaman, the other key to abundance, like everyone, there's pervasive in our culture worried about money, because our culture has inundated in our brains that you should be worried about money. And I just want to say this, I don't come from shit. My dad works at Home Depot. My mom's from Puerto Rico, barely speaks English. Like, are you kidding me? You can make anything happen. And you have the right to be nurtured by a life that is abundant monetarily, financially, emotionally, and spiritually and physically. That's your right, and it's also your responsibility. But if we want to look at the pie of life, I work with entrepreneurs all day long, and also other amazing somatic souls. And it's like, oh, I want to make more money. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. And it's like, well, what's your inner dialogue looking like? Because that's a place that we can shift. So write this down. Write the words align equals alive. Alignment equals alive. Alignment equals aliveness. Or align alive. Okay, tell me, because this will be fun, and I can't believe this whole hour has gone by. Like, no way. I'm telling you guys, we need to spend more time together, and there's ways to do that. So I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute, but do we all have a couple more minutes to spend on? Okay. Let's chat in the box. Like, what's one thing that you, what's one thing that you want? What's one thing that you need? What's one thing that you desire in your life? Tell me in the box. Like moving forward in 2018, like what's one thing that like you want, but you're sort of not letting yourself have? Or you're like blocking it or putting an obstacle to it. I mean, I could fucking run the list, and I'm a life coach and I have a whole support team. Like, you know, love this, a different kind of house, the new cat, like there's so many, the couch. I mean, I have so many stories. Like one time what we're doing right now is we're opening up. Chat to me in the box so I know I don't see any chats. What's one thing in your life that you want, that you desire? How come I don't see it? Fulfillment. Purpose. Beautiful. Okay, so the intimacy. Yeah, thank you. Hello, I can say hello to all of those things. Financial independence for my own earnings. Beautiful. Love that. So welcome, right? Welcome these pieces that say, I'd like to finish my steps, but I block myself. 12 step. I would like clarity on fulfilling work, intimacy. Yes. Successful coaching business. Yes. Full time. Oh, I love that, Rhonda. I love that. I so see that for you. It's happening. It's happening. So I see this. This is the brilliant part about being seen. And it's not just about being seen by anybody, although it's really nice to have friends and support, and that's just important in life. But this is really the power of being seen by a coach, is that it's actually my job to see your dreams and to hold them in the space of totally realized before you even know how to fucking get there. Before you even know that first step, because I see your brilliance and I see your gifts and I see you having that full-time coaching practice and that fulfillment. And I see you being fully expressed. I see you having financial independence. But it's not just like I see you having those things. It's like I feel you in your essence having all of that and being super lit up and super supported, that it just feels like every day that I want to quit my job, I tune into my body, because my body loves what I do. And so that's that being lit up, being juiced, being turned on. Yes, clarity and supported. No more doing makeup. Stop hiding. Full-time successful career. Yes, 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 yes. Please, we need you. The world needs you. So it's not just like I see you having financial independence, because I work with millionaires all the time. I had a call the other day with a woman who just inherited $20 million. And she literally said to me, I don't feel financially stable. I about shit my pants, dropped the phone, and just like, so the point is this, on a monetary level, it's bullshit. It's total bullshit. The key to your success, like you want to know the key to living a successful, happy, healthy, thriving life, follow your heart. When I work with entrepreneurs, and in some way we're all entrepreneurs because I think about it as your life is your work. So then you're an entrepreneur of your own life. You know, if you follow your heart, the money will follow. If you don't believe that, then it won't. You see how simple that is? If you believe that you will achieve full body fulfillment and purpose and intimacy, then you will. If you don't believe that, then you won't. So let's cut the bullshit out. I loved your post today, Rhonda, on Instagram. It's like the bullshit. Let's cut the bullshit. Let's become responsible leaders. And a responsible leader takes responsibility for their impact. You are making an impact on this planet right now, whether you're a life coach or not. You're making an impact by either loving yourself or being at war with yourself. And then you inspire another woman to love herself. And then she inspires another woman to love herself. And then she's like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was talking to Rhonda on my coaching call that I had this total liberation with. And then she's like hosting her first retreat and she's talking to 20 more people and inspiring them. And this is how the world changes. If you want to stop the war over there, you stop the war in here. The quickest way, it's a ripple effect, and you have to be able to hear your heart to follow it. And here's the thing, you don't do it alone. You don't. So my investment is in you living your life and in you thriving. Life wants to thrive. The end. So if you, and support, creating your support system, creating your sanctuary, creating your sisterhood, creating your sacred spaces in your mind, in your heart, in your body, your spirit, and your external life, that is abundance. Can I get an amen? So, I'm going to talk just for a couple of minutes, if you can stay on with me, about, love it, amen, yes, about a couple of ways that you can continue to support yourself. And we've already, I think, covered a lot of the ways that we still have tomorrow. So chill, breathe, relax, feel, watch, allow. But there's so many different ways to support yourself. And in my life, I obviously believe in the work that I do. I believe in coaching fully. I also believe in therapy. I believe in sacred sisterhoods. I believe in circles. I believe in good friends. I believe in good food. There is a difference with working with a professional coach who can take you no different than you would, you want to change or improve or create a different body. You would, to collapse the timeline, to work smarter, not harder, you would hire a personal trainer, right? That's pretty simple. You would research it. You would hire a personal trainer. You would what? Support yourself. And one of the ways that I work with people and I invite people to work with me is this. I don't just take on anyone because I run a full-time practice. And so I have to, my job in life is to fiercely love you. And I have to fiercely love my client to be able to work with them. It has to be 100% match to be able to work with them. Not just work with them, but because I step into a sacred portal with people and it is like game changer on. And so your life changes, obviously. Your life has changed in just a few hours of this retreat. And So I highly recommend getting support. When my life shifted and when my business shifted and when everything catapulted was when that's why I asked you that question before, is what's something that you want, but you're not letting yourself have? So I wanted support. I wanted, and I knew I needed support, and I knew I needed that from a very somatic, deep place. And I knew that I have a mission, and I need someone's eyes on my life and on my business to help me up level and to help me step into the responsible, conscious leader that I am, and who also is ahead of me in lots of ways. You don't hire someone behind you who's ahead of me in lots of ways, who's doing it, who I'm inspired by, so that I can do that too, but do it with the Dana flavor, do it with the Rhonda flavor, do it with all your flavors. And I'm not just speaking to you as a coach, I'm speaking to you because this is your life and your lifestyle. So I knew I needed and I wanted support, and I wasn't letting myself get it. And one of the biggest things that I wasn't, why I wasn't letting myself personally at the time have it, was because of money. I let myself be held back and frozen with, essentially, like, my accounts were like frozen in my own body. Like, I just was like, I can't move this, right? And when you're in that vibrational state, what happens? Nothing flows. There's no room. It's like you're shutting the door on your desire. But of course, since I'm Dana, and I'm sure many of the women here can relate, I like nice things, right? I like good food. Like, I always, when I go shopping, I'm like, I can relate totally. Like, when I go shopping, I'm like, oh, I love this. Of course, that's the $400 shirt. Like, of course, my style, like, right? Like, I love that. And and this is a really consciousness thing, pussy consciousness. We talk about this a lot, but in somatic coaching, I talk about this a lot. And I've helped women, leverage their lives and leverage their businesses in ways that have completely exploded. Always getting the most expensive food, the quality. I need it. We need it. Yeah. Like, I'm always like, I'm the person that spends the extra whatever on the organic food, because when you can too, when you're privileged, if there's a sense of privilege, you also need to use your privilege consciously to impact the planet consciously, right? And that has a ripple effect as well. And then when you do that, when you feel supported and nourished, you can create a business or a platform or a life where you then have time to go spend with people that don't have those privileges. And you can give generously because you're being taken care of, because you value yourself. Like, that's the end of the day, right? And I wasn't letting myself have this support. And finally, I called the woman who I wanted to work with. And of course, it's like, she wasn't the, $3,000 coaching package or whatever. She was the $10,000 coaching package. And I did it. I finally let myself have what I wanted without knowing the journey. But it didn't come from my mind. It came from a very deep somatic investment. And this somatic investment resonated with my body. And it just said, you know what? I am going to trust this, because this is where my full body yes is. I don't know the details. I didn't know the curriculum. I didn't know this. Kaelia is smiling because Kaelia just hired me as a one-on-one coach. And she's amazing. And the point of this whole story is that when I finally made the investment, which I will be completely honest, I opened up a new credit card for, I went into debt for, and I fully trusted. I was like, it's going to come back. I had different goals, but within 45 days, I tripled my income. The part that gets me every time is this. I did none of the soul work. I did none of the homework that my coach asked me to do. I was a complete fucking rebel. My nervous system went haywire because I just put all this money on a card. And then I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm in, I'm all in. I'm going to be here. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to feel my feet on the floor. And my coach wasn't somatically inclined at all, which in fact, I'm like, you need to tell me to breathe. I kind of just want to duplicate myself and coach myself. But anyway, but the point is, it wasn't about necessarily anything that she said or gave me to do or whatever. It was about finally saying yes. to what my body was telling me to say yes to. And it was the door that opened the floodgates. And there is a term for that. It's called wealth consciousness. I call it the key to abundance is actually giving yourself the $10 organic chocolate cake that you want, instead of thinking about from a deficit scarcity mentality, oh, that's but the other one's $5 and I could save $5. Okay. Hear me clearly. I'm not asking you to go into debt. I'm not encouraging that. I'm not recommending that. In fact, I say to everyone who works with me or who's interested in working with me or who's curious in working with me, we need to talk on a one-on-one conversation because we need to see if it's a match. And it's got to be 100% match on both ends. There are people who come to me and they want to work with me and they want to put all this money down. And I say, no, it's not a match. And that doesn't mean I don't love you. And that doesn't mean you're not whole and complete and perfect. But I actually have a friend who would fit you better, I think, as a coach. Like I have a lot of colleagues that I refer to, or a lot of people will come to me and they'll want to work with me. And if it's not a match, sometimes they actually need therapy and not coaching. So it's a very honest system because my interest is in your life and that's your investment. It's no sale. It's your life. There's no fucking price on your life. There's no sale on your life. And so when people work with me, it has to be a few things. You have to be inspired by me. You have to resonate with me, right? You have to be willing to get into a relationship with me and trust this process. Because in this process, God and a lot of things are revealing your highest good to you all the time. And B, so it's it has to be resonant with you, right? B, you have to be ready. Please I don't want to say this because it sounds a little like edgy, but it's like, don't waste my time and don't waste your time if you're not ready, right? And you also, the other thing is this, 3, which Kaelia knows, the investment has to feel edgy. That's how you know that those are the 3 ways that I help clients somatically decipher if working with me and working with what I offer is right for you. What I mean by edgy is that, yes, coaching is an investment. It's an investment. I just said I spent 10 grand on a coach for 12 hours of work, right? That's not the investment that I charge. And I'm also saying if you don't work with me or if these programs don't resonate or if we don't end up working together, I'm still on your fucking team. I'm still supporting you, right? But I dare you. And this has nothing to do with a sale or me. I don't give a shit. I give a shit about your life and I give a shit about the planet. I dare you to start tuning into what turns you on, what somatically is a yes, what somatically is a no. And I dare you this week and I dare you today to start to upgrade and up level little by little. So that means going to the grocery store, not from shopping for your groceries, not from a scarcity mentality, but from a nourishing mentality. What's going to nourish me? I remember this story so clearly. I can't believe we're on, but whatever. People can decide to tune in or not tune in. I don't care. I'm on a fucking roll. And if you need to leave, no worries. You can catch the replay. Love all of you. I remember I was a college student. I've been coaching for a really long time as well because I started very young and I think I'm 85 years old anyway. I remember being in college. I was at Naropa in undergraduate school, and like I said, I don't come from any money, no cushion, no asset, no nothing. And bless you if you do. Great. We're all part of the dance. I've created it for myself. And I remember looking at my bank account for the first time, and I never had let this happen. And Heather and I were cleaning ladies. That's how we know each other. We were cleaning women at a hotel, at a resort in Maine. Actually, that's where we met. And we haven't spoken since then. And here we are. So connections are forever. But I remember, I was always a little entrepreneur growing up. All right, bake you a cookie because that's going to nourish you. Give me $1. But anyway, I remember looking at my bank account, and I was in college, and textbooks and all this shit. I mean, college is so expensive. I don't totally recommend it. Don't say that. And I remember looking at my bank account and being like, I have $0 in my bank account. And I really felt embarrassed and vulnerable because I also had no one to really, I felt at the moment that I didn't have anyone to call, you know, but I really wanted sushi. Who loves sushi? And like, of course I missed like the happy hour, and I missed the whole thing. And I just remember saying, so I really wanted sushi, and I missed happy hour. I missed the whole thing. And so of course so I said, okay, well, I'm going to put it on the credit card. Thank God for credit cards. And I didn't just get the like $10 sushi roll or the $5 hibachi thing or whatever. I can eat it all day, every day, love it. I decided to be a rebel and get the $40 sushi. As I'm sitting there eating my sushi, I tuned into my pussy. I was not super tuned into my pussy as much as I'm tuned into it now because of pussy consciousness and because of the work that I do. And I remember I was like, I'm a fucking queen, and I am going to enjoy every bite. And I'm going to tune in to the vibration of money beyond, or abundance beyond money. And I did that. And I kid you not, I was probably like 23, and I was like coaching at that time people in their 70s. But I had just like, again, college student, the whole 9 yards. And I got an email like within 20 minutes of me eating my meal and actually enjoying it and actually saying yes, because that's what my heart wanted. And I was like, I'm just going to take the risk. With or without God, folks. And I got a message from a client saying, I want to hire you. Where can I send the payment? And like that, it was like that. I offer these stories because I am asking you to invest in yourself. I am. I actually think it is the key to living a successful, up-leveled, smart, not hard life. So that brings me to what I wanted to offer to you on today's call, because tomorrow on the logistical side of things, I want to really end with a hurrah, like our fire ceremony, not super in logistical land, but I think hopefully this is valuable to you. This is important, and it's my work. And so support small business, please. And also keep showing up for your life. The end. I am super excited because it launches in 5 days, but I'm saying it to all of you early because you're all here and I feel super supported. 2 things launch in my business. I have been working on creating a life coaching school for the past 3 years. And it's finally here. It's finally here. Letting my light loose and my dharma in the world. So it's crazy. It's like I literally feel like I'm giving birth to a baby. And I've been the director of a life coaching school for 5 years. I've run my own company for 8. I've helped hundreds of women leverage their life and their business. And holy shit, somatically tune in and just explode. And so I want nothing more than that for you. So of course, yes, there is an invitation to become a somatic life coach, and you could be a certified somatic soul coach. We start in May 2018. So I just wanted to put that out there. Here's the thing that I feel so good to release. I haven't gone visible with it yet. We're launching on January 15th. And I work with a ton of people who are also not coaches or entrepreneurs. And so there's so many other ways that you could work with me. As you see, you've gotten tons of value here this week in 4 days. So it's a promise. It's a guarantee how your life changes and explodes into deep fulfillment, deep purpose, and deep intimacy and deep satisfaction when you work with me. I see it over and over and over again. So all of this is really exciting. The other thing that's launching in February, it starts February 6th. So if you were interested in what happened here, we're gonna go way deep, way laser focused. I'm only inviting 10 women onto it, and one spot is already spoken for. So I only have 9 spots left. But that is called the Somatic Jumpstart Round 2. It is a group coaching program. We had Somatic Jumpstart Round 1. The women in that program, their life exploded. It's a group coaching program. So I have different levels and different ways in which you can work with me. That starts on February 6th. It's a 6-week somatic intuition journey through your senses. It is you becoming a master of your intuition for 6 weeks. If I can tell you anything, that is the thing that will light your life and business and relationships and your whole world and set it into an up level of motion, because it's super laser focused. It's working with me and 10 women on group coaching calls that take place for 6 weeks. They're 2 hours of calls. We're only on here for an hour, and look how much we get done. And we're not even super laser focused because I haven't even coached you. Just to let you know, guys, I've talked with you. We've had conversation. We're in a dialogue together. I've taught you strategies, but we haven't even coached. So that's pretty awesome. And that starts February 6th. So I'm going to tell you about that, and then I'm going to tell you about the somatic support bundle in a second that I'm super excited about. And then, hello, women. If you're not inspired by my super delicious ocean tropical life, then this is not for you. If you are inspired and turned on by it and potentially slightly jealous, then I invite you to come to Costa Rica. Costa Rica is my soul's home. I've been going there for 10 years, and to this place called Nosara. It is a magical vortex that I literally say before you get on the plane and when you land, please be careful. See, that was Nosara's talking to us. Please be careful when you get to Costa Rica of what you think, say, feel, and do. Everything there. I have seen it with the hundreds of women who I've led on retreats there. Everything happens. Every prayer you put out there, every miracle that you come out. We just had a woman come down, healed her cancer. No joke. This retreat I've been leading for 8 years. It's the most exciting and refreshing retreat that I'm hosting, because I am so clicked into my Dharma, and I'm so clicked into you living your Dharma. This is a week-long all-inclusive retreat. It's called Soul Compass. I have expert teachers in pussy consciousness that are going to be there. So that's also my best friend, but she's also a colleague and coach of mine. Kayla is going to be there. Rhonda has worked with her as well. It's really incredible, life-changing work. If you have at all been inspired by this virtual retreat that we've only been together for 4 hours and 25 minutes total, I can't tell you enough what happens when you're in a 7-day all-inclusive spa, waking up to monkeys and the sunrise and looking over the ocean and having the most high vibrational creative women in your life come and wake you up to your most divine, rich inner guidance and source. That every meal is curated. The chef is the best. I mean, it's like everything is taken care of for you. When I say that's the ultimate thing for your nervous system to reset and recharge and set your life on fire, that's it. I just I truly don't know what else to say. My thing with Hi, can you hear me? Holy shit, I don't know what happened. What are the spirits saying? You know what they're saying? They're saying, just fucking do it. I just want you to know this. All of it is possible. I'm not in the business of money. I'm in the business of relationships. I'm not in the business of like, I'm in the business of helping you figure out how to do what you want to do. So what's most important to me is that if any of this is of interest of you, that you say yes to it in your body, let your body say yes to it, and let your body reach out to me, not your mind. And let's talk. So here's what I want to say, because this is exclusive only for the people that are on the Feel It to Feel It retreat. Body is saying, hell yes, yes. This is exclusive for the people that are only on the Feel It to Feel It retreat. And if you're in a VIP client, you have a whole different opportunity, which VIP client is like Kaelia, means someone's already been working with me. So couple things. The Somatic Jumpstart Round 2, that's a 6-week course, 10 women, super laser focused, like let's set your life into fire. It completely lines up till we go to Costa Rica. Then after Costa Rica, the school lines up. So it's all there for you if that's what you want. The bundle or the 6-week course is $697. You can make it into 2 payments. You can make it into different payments. I want to work it out with you so that it works for you. It's $697 because you're on the Feel It to Free It retreat. And if you put a deposit down and you say yes and you reach out to me, by Monday, this Monday, that's in a few days from now, you get it for $495. That's exactly a little over $200 off, right? If you say yes to it and you say yes to it and you make the wealth consciousness investment by Monday, you get a free 30-minute somatic soul coaching session with me. I'm making it pretty easy, hopefully, for you to say yes because I'm interested in your life. So that's the somatic soul coaching. The retreat is $2,000. Because you're on the Feel It to Free It retreat and you tell me that you say yes and we actually like move forward with the deposit, then you get $500 off the retreat at $1,500. That's $1,500 for a week in Costa Rica. The spa is set up for you. The chef is set up for you. Your coaching is set up for you. Your teachers are set up for you. And you've never been to a more beautiful place in your life. Sign me up. I only design things that I want to be signed up for. I'm offering something really exciting. 2 things that I'm offering something really exciting are, my preference is that you guys actually take the courses, but, and the retreats and the school, because that's where so much of your life is going to be leveraged in a lot of ways. And, my private practice right now is very full. So what I have open for you is what I'm calling the somatic tune-up. So it does cost $300 to work with me an hour. When people sign up for a one-on-one package with me, it is $3,500. And that's sometimes the support that they need. That was what I needed. And I said yes to that with my coach, and my life went on fire. So trust that everything that you need is happening and will happen. But I'm going to do a somatic tune-up session because you've been on this retreat. That is 3 sessions: Mind, Body, Spirit, Evolve, Empower, Envision, that are customized to you. They're 3 one-hour sessions. That's a really amazing giveaway. It's a tune-up, somatic tune-up. We can talk about your life. We can talk about your business. We can talk about all of it. But really anything that wants to be coached on. Your intimacy, fulfillment, your life's purpose. You want to find your life's purpose? Come talk to me. That is valued at $997. I'm giving it to you for $499 because you're on this retreat. And if you tell me by next week that something is a yes, because I'm inviting you to fucking say yes to your life, not yes to me, not yes to the money, yes to your life. Then everything follows. So I want to give you the Maha. So those are things, I'm going to write it down so it's all comprehensive. Thanks for staying on for 35 extra minutes, but I don't want to leave you either. I want this to keep going. I feel so good with you guys. I feel so great this week. This has been so inspiring. I feel so lit up, and I wish that I could continue to work for free, but I also need people to support my bottom line so I can continue to support you and do more free stuff like this. Okay, here's the thing. This came to me when I was on the beach this morning. I actually spoke to Kaelia for a minute and I was like, oh my God, this is like, the goddess channeled me. If you want to take the Somatic Jumpstart, we start February 6th. That's a 6-week course. It lines right up into Costa Rica. Come to Costa Rica and have 3 private 3-hour tune-up, somatic tune-up strategy, intuition deep dives with me. I am offering that to you for $3,000. That's a full-blown, all-inclusive retreat, a somatic tune-up, and the group coaching. I am offering that to you with also an opportunity to say yes, not from your mind, from your body, because if that's what your body needs, we can make it happen. And there are payment plans involved. And those are not ways that I work with anyone else. Like I'm doing this because my name, Dana, in Buddhism means generosity, and it is my core value to be generous and to give back to this planet and to give to you so that you can create that ripple effect and live a nourishing, fulfilled life on purpose. So that is called the Maha Somatic Soul Support Bundle. Early enrollment is also open for Somatic Soul Coaching School. I know that I don't want to go into the details of that just because I know not everybody, except potentially Rhonda, which I would love to have you in the school and certify you as a somatic soul coach. It's a 6-month comprehensive school based in you get like somatic, you become a somatic life coach. You know neuroscience, how to work with nervous systems, how to take these coaching tactics, strategies into your life, into your clients' lives, and then into your business. And it's a 6-month comprehensive school designed with amazing experts. Again, we start in May. I have a bundle for that as well. I feel like I've been talking a lot about sales and enrollment, but I hope that was supportive, just because it's like, I just want you to be able to say yes. I don't need you to wait till you have the money or have the client or have the business or have the love or have the house or have this or have that to put a hold on your fucking dreams. I don't have the time. Time is up. It's 2018. You deserve support. Whether you work with me or not, my request is that you live a supportive and nourishing life and that you make choices that align with your heart and your highest good. Thank God I was an actress growing up. Because the whole point, I'm like, that wasn't a performance. The point is that I know how to fucking talk. I made a living out of talking. All right. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it go. Shake it off. Move, sense, feel. I think today was such a beautiful day of Dharma, of integration, of awakening, of learning, of inspiring. And you have your breath to support you throughout every moment of the rest of today and the rest of your life. So you have your support team. You have yourself if you got your back, which I think you are all onto that. And you also have God and spirit and nature, and you have me. And none of us are going to let you drown. So anyway, last thing is, if any of that was interesting to you, email me at dana@danaregan.com or come in the, send me a private Facebook message or come on the group and let's fucking chat. Like, again, I want you to make choices in your life from your body, not your head. Thank you, women. Have an amazing day. Namaste. Love you all. You're the best. Keep retreating. It's a lifestyle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, gorgeous. We'll be in touch. Yes, Rhonda. Yes, I love you so much. I'm so excited to support each of you. Heather, call me. It's been too fucking long. It's been a long time. We used to clean a lot of houses together, a lot of shit. Now we're helping people clean up their house here. 10 years. Oh my God, it's been 10 years. Right. Wow, we cleaned up a lot of shit. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. All right, folks. Ciao. Mwah. Ciao, 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 mi amor. Be in touch. I love you. You're amazing. You're a goddess. Go nourish and support yourself.